digest. From lane to the new shining ground, echo chants where the legends are found. Heroes carved in the heart of time, we march on through grit and grime. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Echoes of King and Greaves in the air. Every goal, the sound declares. Heartbeats pound like a drummer's song, marching forward, fierce and strong. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. I'm Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire.
Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this stream, and big up and welcome to THFC Till We Die Home Top Past Present. Not really an exciting future under any circumstances, as we lost 1-0 yesterday to Sunderland in a game that was crucial in our relegation fight to stay in the Premier League. But I still believe, and there is a show coming out tonight that I'm going to explain why I still believe we can stay up. I still believe we can do it. I just feel somewhere along the lines that we're going to get the 7 points we need to stay up. We know West Ham are going to lose again. We know Leeds may lose tonight to Manchester United. Forest may lose again. You know, it's a long way off. A lot of football to be played yet. A hell of a lot of football to be played yet. But I will tonight at 8 o'clock. Join me for that. I'll try to give my reasons to why I still believe in Spurs and why I still believe that we're not finished just yet. We may be on the brink, but we may not be over the edge yet. But we are going to go over the player ratings as for yesterday and talk about it. But we are going to start with some breaking news. Of course we are. And it's the worst case scenario. And it is Christian Romero. I'm just getting it now. Christian Romero is out. He is done. He's got a leg injury, a knee injury. He's out for 6 to 8 weeks. That means he is out for this whole season. Will he be fit for the World Cup? I don't think that's why he was crying yesterday as well, coming off the pitch. He wasn't crying because he was coming off the pitch because he felt he let his team down and he wouldn't be there to help us out of relegation. He was crying his eyes out because he might not be in the World Cup. Now, 68 weeks, it might see him out. He might be there at the World Cup. He might not. I'm still waiting for more information and more details on it for the latest. It's just dropped in the last few minutes of my WhatsApp group I have with the people I use that Romero is done 6 to 8 weeks out of the season. So that is gone out this season. That is him done and dusted. Will he be there for the World Cup? I think that's all he cares about, to be fair, is all he cares about. I want to say big up to Wayne Bonner. Good afternoon, folks. Hope you're all well and having a great Monday despite yesterday's result. Yeah, look, it's bad, Wayne, but you and me have seen a lot worse, bud. We've seen it. We've been there. We've seen the bad times. And Relegation. Look, I'm going to say it now, and I will talk more about it tonight. Relegation is the worst thing you can face as a football fan. It's the worst thing you can face. You can't face anything lower than watching your team getting relegated. But the likes of me and Wayne and many people of my age group can remember a time we nearly went out of existence. We nearly went out. There was no Tottenham Hotspur. So if the worst case scenario happened back in the late 80s, early 90s, we wouldn't be here now. There'd be no THFC till we died. There'd be no White Hart Lane. There'd be no Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. There'd be no ownership to complain about. There'd be no players to complain about. We wouldn't. This team would not be here to support. So, well, I do get that some fans that this is the end of the world. I've seen a lot worse, and maybe Wayne can back me up in the chat. Nearly losing your football club and going out of existence is probably the worst feeling you can have as a football fan. Do you know, we may well get relegated. We may well go down to the championship. But do you know what? We can come back up again. Maybe in the first season, second season, third season, we'll come back up again. But there'll be a club to support. And I hope we don't go down. And I still believe we won't go down. I still believe that we can stay up. I still believe there's something in me that's not letting me go fully, we're done. There's something in me saying we can do it. West Ham have to win games. And as I said, I'm going to talk more about it at 8 o'clock tonight and my reasons why we can stay up. And all this fans that want us relegated and all this load of bullshit. Why would you want your club relegated? Why? Because you think the owners are going to go? No, they're not going to go. Why would you sell a product that is going down? They're not going to sell. The only time they will sell is either we stay in the Premier League or if we did go down, we'll come back up and somebody else comes in and buys it. So all these fans that want us relegated, well, be careful what you wish for. Be very, very careful what you wish for. Because if we did go down to the championship, and they're all saying, yeah, if we go down, we'll come straight back up. There is no guarantee we're going to come straight back up. There's no guarantee that we're going to buy the right players in the summer to even come straight back up. The championship is no easy league to get out of. And we have to get behind. Look, whatever we think, I didn't want to turn this into this. Tonight's all about how I feel about this. So I'm going to go on to the player ratings in a minute and give you my ratings for yesterday's game. But I just still believe we can do it. I just believe we can stay up. Let's welcome a few more people in the chat and see how everyone is going. Big up to Rob Plan as well. Big up to you, Rob Plan. Afternoon. After you, Rob Plan, how are you? Big up to Tara as well. Big up Dermot. Big up Tara. Hope you're doing well, honey. Big up to We Are Spurs TV's delegation. That bit really pisses me off. I'm not having a go at you or Stel or his argument. I just can't. No, it's just me. I cannot get behind that. I'm sorry. I know the argument around it. I do get it. But for me, it's all about no, sorry, can't. I don't think this is the end of the world, Domo. I feel we need this relegation to make real change at the club. We absolutely come back again. Yeah, of course we'll come back. We'll always rise again. As I said, I've seen worse. Being a supporter around the time when your club's nearly gone out of existence, and Wayne would tell you, and probably many people will tell you, it's a far worse experience. Relegation, it happens. Teams will go down. Teams will come back up again. It's football. If you end up being relegated, you deserve to be there because you've been one of the three worst sides in the Premier League. And to be fair, we've been flirting with it. So to your point where you say that I need this relegation, maybe you're right. But I just feel this till it's mathematically impossible for us not to stay up. then that's when. But I've also resigned myself for us going down anyway as well. Big up to Aussie Ange. Good afternoon. Still predict we're staying up. Wins against Wolves, Leeds, and Everton are coming. Do you know what, Aussie Ange? I really hope you're right, bud. I really hope you're right. We're definitely survived through worse times. We have, Wayne. We have seen worse times than this, bud. We've seen, look, relegation is bad and it's the end of the world to some fans, but the fans that can remember us nearly going out of existence, and it very nearly happened. I do believe that was it. That's the worst feeling you can have as a football fan, when your club is nearly going out of business. Big up to Paige. Hope you're doing well. Evening, Dermo. Evening, Paige. Hope you're doing well. Yes, Trap. Big up to We Are Spurs TV. I seen it at the first time round. We will get over it. Trouble is, a lot of fans haven't seen it before. That's true, Rob, and that is true. That is true. And also, I can remember 93, 94 under Rossi, that year where we only survived by 3 points. We lost 10 games in a row. And a lot of fans see I've been through this sort of before. So I've got experience of, look, I was born the year we went down. Philip Brady's told me all the stories about 77 and the year we went down and the fight back up the following year. I've supported Tottenham since the early 80s. I've seen this in 93, 94. We had to get a win at Oldham to stay up in the Premier League. And then we lost 4-1 to QPR in the last game of the season. I think we've had near brushes with Klinsmann coming back and saving us as well. But you're right. This is the first time a lot of fans have seen this. But for the likes of you and me and Wayne and other older fans of my generation or my age group, we've seen a lot worse. So look, relegation is probably the worst thing you can face as a football fan, as I keep saying. But being around when your club nearly goes out of existence, I think it's a worse feeling. And I was a teenager at that time. And imagine you're waiting for the news to come on. Is there going to be a buy from a football club? You got Midland Bank. And don't forget, back in them days, 20 million quid was a hell of a lot of money. 20 million quid now is it's nothing. It is not as big as it was back in the days, back in the late 80s and early 90s. And don't forget the 80s as well. I grew up in the 80s. Growing up in the 80s, it was all, you know, I remember Only Fools and Horses with Del Boy, and and you had what's the name of the film that he used to always talk about in it? The man that always used to wear the braces. It was all about power plays, wasn't it? And working in city and parties and money and rich man. I forget the name of the film. Maybe somebody might put it in the chat for me. But do you know what I mean? It was all about. It was different times to now. I get it. A different era to what it is now. But we will come back. We will come back. I'd say 37 points. And I said that when I did my own prediction. So 37 points for me to stay up. No, that's not the argument. The argument is they'd be forced into hiring football people or they can kiss their $1 billion team goodbye. Well, I don't believe they are. They haven't yet done that, we are supposed TV. And I don't have no faith in them doing that even if we went down. So I think the best thing we can do is get behind change for Tottenham and get these owners out of our football club. To be fair, Dermot, it's simple. It's simple. Why I want it's relegated. It's got nothing to do with the owners. I want our entire squad gone except for Tails. I want the board sacked. Yeah, I think I'm with you 100% on that as well. Talk more about that tonight. I hope the Tottenham invest Tony Popovic first. Let him get Australia into the round 32, then steal him. Big up. I have no idea what that's about, but big up to you. At least know the argument if you're going to counter it. I wasn't trying to counter it. I just don't like fans saying, I want us relegated. For whatever reason, I just don't like the sound of it. How can you say, as a fan, I want my team? You may have a good reason behind it, but why come out and say, I want my team relegated? He may have a very good reason behind it. He may have a very good argument around it. And him saying it may come from a very good place. But I just don't agree with the sentiment. I want my team relegated. So it's not attacking the argument. It's more attacking the statement than the argument, if you know what I mean. The argument is not that they were sell. Look, I get it. I get what you're saying. Get football people in. We've been asking that for years, and it hasn't been done yet. And why do people think us getting relegated is going to change them and get them to bring football people in now? If they haven't done it now, they're never going to do it. 6 games to go. I still think we can stay up. We've got a lot of football to come here. I get the players too, apart from Kinski. I've been a bit more probably lenient on that, but I have given Kinski my man of the match, Rob, as well. It is still they were forced to high football. It is they'll be forced to high football, or the team drops value a ton. The team's going to drop a value when we go down anyway. It's going to drop value anyway. So it, as I said before, I get the sentiment behind it. I just don't like hearing fans say, "I want my team relegated for X, Y, Z." I think the time for that argument is at the end of the season. If we do get relegated, then it's time to get round right. We need to get behind. Or if we don't go down, then still these protests have to come back. We have to get behind the protests to make these owners work. It's all about protesting now. It's all about protesting at every home game, either in the stadium, outside the stadium, walkouts, whatever. We have to do all we can as a fan base to really make these owners realize whatever happens, going up or staying down, that some things have to change. Some things have to be different. And we cannot keep ignoring the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is Enoch and Levy, and Levy's involved in this as well, the Lewis family, Vinay, Lang, whatever. All of them are culpable of us in this battle. It's all their fault. Us fans, it's not our fault. We go and support the team. And yes, I've seen people criticizing the fan base for not getting behind the protests. That's another argument as well you can have. That's another argument you can have. But if people are having a tough week, all they want to do is go and watch a football match for an hour and a half and not get involved with protests. The world's burning as we know it, around with other things happening around the world. So people just want to go and watch a game of football for an hour and a half or 2 hours. I have a day out. And as I said, I'm not attacking the sentiment. I understand the argument. I get it. I do get it. And we as Spurs TV, you probably sitting there thinking, no, he doesn't get it. I do get it. And I agree with it. I agree with all the sentiments. The only part I don't agree with is saying I want us relegated. That's the only bit. When there's a chance we can stay up in the Premier League and still we're only 2 points from safety. If we beat Brighton on Saturday, we then go above West Ham out of the relegation zone. And then West Ham play on Monday. So do you know what I mean? I said it before and I said it again. This is going to the last game of the season. This is going to the Everton game. That game will decide if we stay up or go down, either to the Chelsea game or the Everton game. I agree with the argument, but I just don't like us people saying, or fans saying, I want this relegated. That's the only bit I didn't like. So agree with me or disagree with me, that's how I feel. Can't watch Spurs get relegated. I know. Tara says, I want the owners to suffer. The owners deserve to suffer. I agree with that 100%. They deserve to suffer. Us fans need to stop purchasing season tickets and all home and away match day tickets. Tara, it's great sentiments. And yes, you're right. They should do. But is any one of these people going to give up the season tickets that they could probably never get one again? That have been dropped down from father to parents to children to their children. I get it. You get it. I mean, I don't buy anything from the club shop. I buy all my Tottenham shops third party. So the only thing I do buy, I have to say, it's a Spurs play, but I need that to run the pre-season games for this channel. So yes, I do sometimes probably have to be a hypocrite and do have to purchase certain stuff. But it's only because I can start bringing you the pre-season content. If I could find another way to find where these pre-season games can be shown, I would happily not pay whatever to Spurs play. Yeah. Oh yes, Del Boy, Yuppie Era. That was it. Yeah. Wall Street. That was the name of the film. That was the name of the film. Big up to you. I think De Zerbi keeps us up. I have a funny feeling he will as well, you know. I think 9 points minimum for me. We simply can't rely on other teams. So it's out of our hands now, Wayne. Yesterday's results put it out of our hands. So we sort of are relying on other teams as well, keeping us up. In it will go nowhere until we come back and they get a minimum maximum profit. Anyone thinks definitely, yeah, I agree. Totally agree. Um, whatever they're playing De Zerbi, it's not enough for the stress and the trauma he's gonna suffer with us. That is so true. That is so true. Tottenham fans should do a mass walkout 30-minute mark this week. Sentiment's great, but the sentiment it won't happen, but the sentiment's great. Trouble is if Romero injuries are serious, we can't sell them who are playing the championship but get relegated. Yeah, 68 weeks out. Um I do have an update for you, so give me a few minutes just to read through it. Right. This is dressing room described as fearful and mentally fragile. Roberto De Zerbi has told players it's not tactics, it's mentally players are reportedly feeling the pressure of relegation heavily. The squad has lost belief, confidence is rock bottom. Christian Romero out for the season, knee ligament injury, left the pitch in tears. Major emotional moment. This season defining moment. Without Romero, no leadership, no spine, no aggression at the back. If it can't get worse, it does get worse. Oh lordy lord. Big up the rain. Big up to the people I use as well. Big up to you. He's always been there for us. Always gives me the news when I need it. Always the head of everyone. So I really appreciate his work and his effort with us. Workouts benefit no one, regardless of how shit things are. Our fans need to get behind deserving the team 100%. Uh, thing is, if we stay up, nothing would change. This circus and mediocrity would go. I get it, Tyra, and there's the argument again. I'm not against owners going out. I'm not. I'm behind the protest. I do my own. Try to do my own little bit. Walk enough to watch along. 75th minute. I hate doing it, but it's my way of protesting. I can't get to the protest, so it's my way of doing it. People who want Spurs to go down in hopes of change, just be careful they don't end up like Leicester. I agree, 100%. RDS didn't look at where other managers failed. Still played Grahamberg instead of Xavi. I can't get my head around why he didn't play Xavi yesterday, Rob. If I'm being honest, but totally agree with you. All those fans who didn't care if we got who didn't care if we got relegated last season for the sake of winning the proxy trophy, wonder if they're thinking the changes now. Winning the trophy, you mean from an era, Wayne, when we were successful and we were a team that won stuff. Um, I get what you're saying. This younger sort of generation, all I've known is Enoch. I get it. They're so desperate for us to win something. And there's been questions in my chat, our chat as well, in this community and other communities. I would take 17th and win this. I would take 15th and win this. I get it. But first and foremost, the start of every season for all 22 clubs in the Premier League is to reach 38 points or reach 40 points. That's it. And whatever you achieve after that is going to be a massive bonus. As I said this morning, tonight, I've spent today thinking a lot, and I've wrote something down that is from the heart that I wrote down, and it took me a while to put it right. And it took me a while to get it how it's in one of the group chats actually. Two of the group chats that I'm in, and it's how I feel. It's how I feel about this football club, and that's why I'm doing the show tonight. Why I still believe in Spurs, and I do still believe in Tottenham. We can't choose who to support. We can't move. It's like me, right? Saying, right, okay, do you know what? I'm sick of Tottenham. I'm going to move and support Manchester United. We're not players. We can't move from club to club to club to club. Or we're not managers. We can't resign or get the sack and move somewhere else. We are born Tottenham fans and we will die Tottenham fans. You're either born a Man United fan, Manchester United fan, and you die a Manchester United fan. There's no in between. We cannot move from club to club. We're stuck with this club, like it or not, through the good days, the bad days, or whatever. And that's what tonight's show's about. So more about that later. Should have played Burville. He's a sub best at now. Great. Big up to you. Big up to your column. Hope you're doing well, buddy. The idea of we need to get relegated for change doesn't make sense to me. This will want a maximum payout. So you want to stay up to be able to get that. If you go down, it's very unlikely they will sell. Exactly. They won't sell. They will not sell. And do you know what? You look at Manchester United and you look at their fans and you look at how they get behind the protests. I'm embarrassed with some of our protests. And it's not Change for Tottenham's fault. Change for Tottenham just said it out. We're going to meet here. But our fans are an embarrassment sometimes. You look at United fans, turn out in their thousands to support the Glazers out. And they've done it consistently for 20 years. I think it's 20 years. Maybe Colin can say I'm right or wrong on that. But our fan base, when it comes to protesting, are an embarrassment. Big up to Fantac, big up Dermo, big up to you. Says, don't cry for me, Argentina. Oh, don't cry for me. Yeah, it's so true. Lose to Brighton will go down. Do you know what, Spurs? I think that for me is the game for me. I've got this slither of faith that we can do it. But Brighton for me is, yeah, I agree. Brighton for me. If we don't get nothing at Brighton, if we don't get anything at Brighton, then I think that's it. Game over. Because if West Ham win then Monday night, which I am doing a hate along to it, by the way, then they'll be 5 points clear. And I think then that would be too much. I said if we get to Leeds and we're 5 or 6 points, 5 points from safety, I think that's it. Game over. Might as well just start to prepare ourselves. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. Have James Madison got a clause in his contract they can leave? No contract. As far as I know, I know my sources who I use are watching. So if you can let me know, I don't think there is a clause in his contract. I know the players' wages drop by 50% if we get relegated. I think that is right, but I'm not sure. So I will check into that and I'll let you know. Hope you're doing well. But big up to Rodney Martin. Please let me tell you, we'll be in the championship and we'll take it from there. We'll take it from the cause. No, but agree. If we lose to Brighton and others win or draw, we're more or less down. Yeah, that's it. We are Tottenham, super Tottenham. Yeah, that's it. That's the spirit, Rodney. That's the spirit. You're a bit like me, bud. Yeah, a bit like me. Yep, 20 years. See, our fans are an embarrassment. I'm going to talk more about. I am going to talk more about that tonight as well. We do have a show coming up next week, either tomorrow or next week. I'm not sure. I'm going to find out probably today about the economics of Tottenham going down. We've got Connor, who I know he's been on a few streams, Levy Enox. He's going to talk all things finances, and we're going to get him to come on because I'm useless at finances. I have no clue about club finances. He's going to come on and talk all about that as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. No offense, what the bigger news? No offense, what bigger news? The Gunners winning the league or Tottenham getting relegated? It's Tottenham getting relegated, isn't it? That's the bigger news. That's what the media want. They want Spurs going down. Spurs 1, 2, 3, 4. Just Brighton. Everyone was saying last week we lose tonight. We are down. Yeah, I'm just keeping hope. I'm just keeping hope. The first goal against Brighton is decisive. We've got on your answer, bud. Where is it? There we go. On your answer, I've actually got the answer now for you. Madison is under a long-term deal at Tottenham Hotspur. Relegation does not automatically release him. Spurs will still control the situation. So to the answer that it's 100%. Nope. He has no release clause. Big up to Rod Plan. There is, I believe, yeah, there is 50% pay reduction. There is. We played before West Ham. Yeah, we do. Johnny Tottenham, how you doing, bud? Great to see you in the chat. No relegation clause in players' contract is what I've heard. Yeah, I just got it confirmed there. And the first goal against Brighton is decisive. Their score is curtains. Yeah, I agree. Right, now, let us do the player ratings, and I hope you guys agree with this. So, there we go. There are my player ratings. I will change this setup before the start of next season. I'm playing around with different ideas at the moment. So let me know what you think of this setup. If you like it, I will keep it. If you any suggestions how you want the future content of this show to look going forward, let me know. And I'll sit down with the team over the summer and we'll put some new design together. But yeah, let us know in the comments below if you like. Right. Okay. I have given right. Here we go. Just need to bring my notes over to here, so I'm not looking at the other screen. Right, I've given Bergville a 7. Um, I've given Kingsley a 7. I thought Kingsley played well yesterday. Redemption or what? Tipped an awkward early corner over the crossbar. He made a couple of great saves to deny Bombay, and I forget the other save he made just before half time when he came out. He did play well. Needed plenty. He did get that deflection with Romero, which has now put Romero out for the season. But the thing is, I think not long after that, there was a chance, and he went in head first. Even with the injury to the old noggin, he went straight head first. But for me, I think he become more confident as the game went on, and he has redeemed himself. And if I was, I'd stick him in goal for the rest of the season. I think he's good with his feet. He was more. I felt more calm with him in goal, and he had no chance with the goal either. I got deflected off Mickey van der Ven. He was going the right way, got deflection, it went past him. And if you are going down, these are the moments that you can look back and say, yeah, that's where we went down. So yeah, for me, he gets the 7. Man of the match for me. I thought he's brilliant. And I'm really pleased for him. Absolutely pleased. And Porro gets a 4 for me, had an early effort that was held comfortably by Rufus, but he struggled and he didn't play well at all. The only decent thing he did was near the end of the game where he had that powerful shot tipped over by the Sunderland keeper. But apart from that, he was pretty crap. Romero got a 5 for me. I got a key touch to stop Bromby in the Spurs early on. Picked his another yellow card, which really doesn't bother because he's out for the season now. And he came off in tears. More for Argentina than for Tottenham, I would say. After being pushed into Kingsley by Bombay. He should have been sent off yesterday, by the way. But look, there's no point screaming over spilt spilt milk. Can't do it. He gets a 5 for me. Mickey van der Ven also left the tears as well. He picked up a yellow card in the first half. Still doesn't look like he doesn't look back to his best, Mickey van der Ven. Looks of low confidence and just not great by him. Your doggy as well. He did bring some good balance to the left for Spurs, but I think he could have done a hell of a lot more in attack. And again, if you're looking at the back 5, I think Kingsley was the best out of the lot. But I think the back 4 just very predictable, low confidence. And when Danso came on, didn't really do much. Just pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Conor Gallagher for me, I gave him a 5. I'm now going to downgrade that to a 3. Thinking of it, just was shit. The whole game disappeared. So I'm going to downgrade. Oh, I did give him a 3. Okay, that's fine. I was looking at Bergville. Yeah, a 3 for me. Absolutely woeful performance. No good at all. Archie Gray gets a 4. He was playing in the 6th role. Didn't do much, didn't do anything. So for me, gets a 4. Lucas Bergville started in the 10. He was in the first half, he was there trying to get involved, give away a few stupid free kicks. But again, not a great performance from Bergville. Is coming back from injury as well. So maybe we should have that in our thinking. But a 5 for me. I give him a 5 because he worked a bit hard in the first half more than other players. So that is where I give him a 5. Then we've got the front three and Morani. Well, what can you say about the PSG reject? Absolutely. Just send him back to PSG now. I don't know why they play him. He's useless. He gets the 3 from me. Should never play for us again. Never, ever want to see him in the Tottenham shirt again. He's absolutely crap. Dominic Solanke, what was the point of having the striker out there? Because he was, all 3 of them are so low in confidence that it's scary. The confidence are in their boots. We've got the front 3 are toothless. And as far as I'm concerned, he was woeful yesterday. Pulled a good goal across the 6-yard by the throw open exchanges, but nobody went for it. Then he nearly scored just before half time, but a great save from the Sunderland keeper and sent a header at the keeper from Tails Cross with 15 goals, and that was about it. That's all she wrote. And then Richarlison, he would have got a tree, but I'll give him a 5 because of effort. He's the only one out the tree that tried up front, that kept running, never really got a chance, had a couple of chances, didn't take them well. And for me, there were weak efforts, but at least he's trying to fight. At least he is trying to show a little bit of that he cares. And we know Richie's not the greatest player in the world, but he's got the biggest heart in the world. And he does care about Tottenham, and he does care about the shirt. And that's one thing I'll always praise for Charlton for. You know, he may be the one of the, not the greatest Brazilians to come out of Brazil, but you can't say he doesn't care and he doesn't have heart. He does. Just for the substitutes, I'm going to give Papa Sarr a 2. Didn't do anything when he came on. Didn't give Palunia a 3. Wasn't really effective. Didn't do anything. He tried, but didn't inject anything. Mateus Tail, when he did come on, again tried, but wasn't effective. And of course, Danso came in for the injured Romero. Did what he was supposed to do as a defender. We will see him for the rest of this evening. And Xavi as well. Well, Xavi's so low confidence that I don't know. I'm shocked they didn't start with him. I'm really shocked they didn't put him in the 10 role. But he tried to make things. He did try when he came on, tried to start, maybe too little, too late. But he needs to be in the starting lineup against Brighton. That is for sure. Let me know what you think in the chat, guys. Let's see what people think. Sorry, I was reading my notes and I was not ignoring the chat. Big up, Sully. 100%. I think that's spot on. Thank you very much, Sully. Looks good. Oh, the way of doing it. Okay, looks good, mate. Good. Grant. Thank you very much. 100%. Lovely. Right. Okay. I shall keep this then for going forward. So. Sorry about that. Wayne Bonnet says Morani was. Bergville still keeps the ball too long and loses it. Solanke forgot he was playing. Yeah, exactly. Man in the match, Kingski. Totally agree. Big up Dermo. Big up DJ. Hope you're doing well. Big up Dermo. It shows your Kingski mentality. To not only play, but even the injury was still brave and saves Exactia. Sorry. Sorry. I will go back. I'm trying to respond to my exotic, not exotic, my source. Big up to your Pucos. Watched your show earlier, but great. Listen, can you get into my email? Is in the description below. Can you get hold of me? Because I want to get you on the show, bud. I want to do a show with you before the end of the season, get you on one of the pre-match shows before the end of the season. So get in touch, bud. I'd love to get you on. Big up Tara Solanke is absolute trash. Totally agree. Big money from Bournemouth. The day he signed, the day me and Tequila did that show when he signed for Tottenham Hotspur, we both went, ugh. We were so underwhelmed by it. Was so underwhelmed by it, Ty. Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. The ref was absolutely dreadful. The penalty, that should have been a penalty. Now, at the time, I was undecided. James was in the background and he gave his thoughts. Now, I can understand why it wasn't given, but I think once the referee gives a decision, VAR, I think has to back him up. And it does show that it can be a bit, VAR can be corruptible. And I stand by that. Gray would have been played better with Palunia next to him. Yep, totally agree, Gray. Totally agree. That ref was yep, exactly. I would give youth a chance. Yeah. What else we got to lose? Got to start shit. Yeah. If he doesn't start Xavi against Brighton, Wayne, then there's something wrong. There is something wrong between Xavi and what we're seeing in training or whatever. His attitude, whatever. There is a reason why 3 managers now haven't really picked Xavi, and we need to know why. didn't even notice Solanke and Gallagher on the pitch. I didn't actually. The only time I noticed Solanke was on the pitch when he had his shot saved before half time. As for Gallagher, was he on the pitch? Because I'm surprised he was. Oi, oi, Tim. Oh, great. Got a West Ham fan in. Brilliant. Gonna be tight. Yeah, it's going to be something. Yeah. Look, I think if we lose against Brighton and you win your game next Monday, which I am doing a hate along to, by the way, frog in the wall. Yeah, I think you're safe. I think we'll be down then. I think next weekend. I think next weekend will go a long way to probably sorting out who's going down and who's staying up. But guys, that is it. That is the end of play ratings. Let me know what you think. If you agree or disagree with my ratings, let me know in the comments section below. Thank you all for coming in. It's been great having you, but having your company. But yeah, Tottenham Hotspur lose 1-0 to Sunderland. They're my ratings. In the comment section, let me know. I'm back at 8. Remember, 8 o'clock. I'm live with a show. Why I still believe, and I'm going to tell you the reason why I still believe. But got to mentally prepare for Leeds versus Man United. Yeah, look, I will be in the chat with Stacey and the girls because they're massive Leeds fans. Of course, I have slight Manchester United hopes as well because of one of my best mates. Colin is a massive Man United fan because, of course, then I always keep a close eye on them. So I'm slightly divided tonight, Paigey. I'm slightly divided. There's a part of me want us to do well, get Man United to beat Leeds so they'll stay in the relegation fight, but also just have soft spot for the JYS stream. I think they deserve to stay up. I think Leeds are fine, by the way. I don't think Leeds are going to go down. I think it's between Forest, West Ham, and us who goes down. I think also Forest getting a point and Villa. It's a very good point for them. Maybe they think it's drop points at home, but it's not. I think this is going to the last game of the season. I said it about 3 months ago, and I'm sticking by that. 24th of when's the last game of the season? 24th of May is going to be do or die. On that bombshell. See you later. DJ's go, come on, United. There you go. On that bombshell. See you later. And come on, you Spurs.